part of service coordinators' lives for 24 years. It's iconic and more relevant now than ever. For the first time in our industry's history, we have legislation drafted that expands our ranks and provides more opportunities and benefits to our members.
For years, service coordinators who aren't even members of the American Association of Service Coordinators know and rely on AASC. They ask colleagues all the time who are members to share resources and advocacy materials so they can grow in the field as well.
We knew that our brand needed some updating to better reflect the trends in affordable housing, but more importantly, to convey the message that we're trying to send to our members, policymakers, partners, and the wider community.
We started with some initial research around familiar brands like Starbucks, Target, ones that people are familiar with on a deeper level. We thought about what makes them iconic, what gives them life, and how relatively simple they are.
So I asked Ross and Josh to jump in and lead the effort.
So we started putting together focus groups. A lot of focus groups. And while Josh and I were exhausted after months of these conversations, convened with our members and staff and partners, we heard some pretty important feedback.
Envision our roles as bridges, and I think as an organization too, AASC is also a bridge
Right.
to the bridges.
A bridge to the. I will say
I
this.
grew up
real
in a
quick.
cluster of islands, so I'm all about bridges.
I will say one of my favorite answers to this question, and it has been to, and it's that, right? But it's different. It's to be the service coordinator. And that's what they, talking about AASC, right? That's a bridge to the rest of you who are bridges to the folks that you serve. I mean, I love that kind of ideal for what we're talking about here. So when you think of service coordination and the work you all do, what symbols or images come to mind?
Kind of like the heart with the hands.
Okay.
I feel, definitely there has to be a heart. It's just like we like Adam was saying, we don't do this because of the money. We do this because we love to help people.
But I'm gonna say it's not negative, they're a little mysterious. If you were a new service coordinator, it's built into our training that we explain what AASC is, but it usually takes a solid year for people to really understand what AASC does. So a little mysterious in that sense.
I'm gonna make our new logo Batman's mask, and that's it. So, thank you, I appreciate it.
They taught us a lot, even the silly ones. We asked staff, what car or animal do you think of when you think about AASC? You don't think something as simple as answering a dog would tell you much, but it tells you they think about loyalty, about love. These are important when not only considering design, but values and mission.
So while our brand is accessible, it really doesn't convey the work or emotions that service coordinators have invested, and it's not generally recognizable to anyone outside of our industry.
I took everything I heard and started to sketch, pulling from the concepts and the descriptions and the ideas we had heard from everyone over the last 9 months. Let's just say there were a lot of designs.
We also launched a parallel effort to ensure our mission and organizational values still reflected the work AASC is called on to do. We reframed our values into 3 distinct words: educate, engage, empower.
Ross and I kept coming back to housing, how our current logo didn't really even convey that our organization is involved in affordable housing, let alone service coordination. We started to narrow down how certain designs reflected more or less what the work service coordinators did, and then it hit us, the heartbeat of housing.
The heartbeat of housing.
The heartbeat of housing. It's what service coordinators are for their properties, for the residents, and for the successful development of affordable housing.
After that, we knew that we had not only reflected the work, but spirit and the passion of our members.
I'm so incredibly proud of the work we did on this rebranding. Josh and I would really like to thank our colleagues for the support they provided us through this entire process, as well as the board of directors who were integral in reframing our mission and values in this rebranding effort.